Okay, so editor.formatOnType controls whether the editor should automatically format the line after typing. So by default this is set to false. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm gonna write a for loop, something like this. Okay, so no formatting. If I trigger a save, it's gonna automatically format because I have this option right here, format on save, set to true. So I'm gonna trigger save, and it formats everything correctly. So now I'm gonna show you the same thing, but with this option turned on. So set to true, format on type, and see what happens. Formatted, formatted, formatted. Now notice that I'm going to manually trigger save, just so that you can see that the default formatter is configured for 2 spaces, right? But VS Code is actually configured for a tab size of 4. So what happens here is that they don't have the same rules, and when you press enter here, it's gonna use the tab size that's set up on VS Code, not on the default formatter, which in my case is prettier. Which means that when you write this line here, it's not gonna trigger a format. I mean, I guess that if you do it like this, it triggers the formatting of the line, but it's not gonna format the indentation, right? And that's because this option expects the indentation that you have in VS Code to be the same that you have on your default formatter, and it isn't, because if you take a look at my default settings here, we have prettier configured for a tab size of 2, a tab width of 2, right? And I don't have any prettier settings here. I haven't imported them yet. I just have prettier set as default formatter, and by default it sets tab width of 2, right? So it's not yet, they're not aligned, right? But if I manually trigger a save, then it will format. Just wanted to show you that this little detail. I find this option, format on type, very useful. So my advice is to leave this one as true.